It's a long fly ball that is back at the wall.
It is gone! Gone, I tell you!
That one's going back. It's at the trap. At the wall. Gone!
Ladies and gentlemen, the season ends tonight. Game 5 of the World Series between CRK and the Junior Bombers and HC3 and the Crazy Fishes. We were at this exact same place this past July with these two teams going all the way to Game 5 in the World Series. Will it be the same song, second verse, with the CRK and the Junior Bombers coming out on top? Or will the Crazy Fishes finally get their revenge? There's only one way to find out. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Or good afternoon, really. It's almost like 1:45 in the afternoon here on Sunday, on a good old May Sunday afternoon. We are here with Ben, Bath & Beyond, who, in case you haven't been paying attention, we have a little recap. We have a little bit of a preview for you tonight. Isn't that right?
Absolutely. It would not be a Ben Bath & Beyond Twitch stream without a little bit of a pregame before a World Series matchup.
So we have you've prepared this little slideshow for us, much like you did for previous series we've had here on the channel. I'm very excited because this will give us this is going to give us a little bit of a taste, just a little bit of an understanding of just how important this game is. So whenever you're ready, my guy, I'm very excited.
Absolutely, yes. I feel like we've been waiting for this one for a while. It's been over a week since Game 4, so we've known we're going to have a Game 5 for a while. And so I don't blame you for not remembering how we got here. But before we get there, we of course have to recognize our sponsors, which for today's game is Ekman Lawn Care. If you want your lawn to look as good as Mr. Ekman's backyard, then you have to go down to Ekman Lawn Care and see Mr. and Mrs. and Kimmy Ekman for all of your best backyard needs. So, as I said, it's been a while since we've had a game 4, and this series has taken a little bit longer than usual. So, just a little recap of how we got to this game 5. Game number 1 here at Ekman Acres was a Fishes win, 5-1. They had 4 home runs as a team in that game, including 2 inside the park home runs in the same game. The pitching staff, Nan Porter, the Kurt Schilling clone, and Lisa Crockett combined for 7 hits against, only 1 run allowed, and 4 strikeouts. They were on top of their game. But then we traveled back to Big City Stadium for game 2, where the Bombers flipped the script identically, and they won 5-1. Lance Lambert carried the offense there. He had a home run, a grand slam on top of a good night for him, and then the Bombers pitching staff saw what the Fishes did game 1, and they decided to do it themselves. A combined 4 pitchers used, 8 hits against, 1 run against, and 4 strikeouts. And then we went back to Ekman Acres, and a little bit of an upset as the Bombers got the away from home win in game number 3. They shut out the Fishes. First time that had happened all season long. They win 2-0. Lance Lambert again solo home run. He's had a good series. Again though, Nan Porter and Lisa Crockett, they did all they could do. They only allowed 4 hits. Again, 2 runs against though. Solo shot to Lance Lambert, and then a sacrifice for Marky Dubois. 2 strikeouts, 2 walks. So they only allowed 6 base runners all game, but their offense did not help them out. But you can't blame the pitching staff. And then it went back to Big City Stadium, where the Bombers had a chance to clinch the title, back-to-back championships, but the Fishes came away with the road win. They shut out the Bombers. Again, first time the Bombers had been shut out, so back-to-back road shutouts from these two teams. Perry Marks had a big home run. He had 3 RBIs on the night. He was pretty much all of the offense. Nan Porter and Lisa Crockett continue to do what they've done all series. 8 hits against, 5 strikeouts, no runs allowed, as we already saw that shutout. So before these two teams get ready to start here in just a few minutes, we've got some key stats from some key players in this series. It's been a very top-heavy offensive performance. What I mean by that is the big dogs on both teams have carried the offense, and the bottom 4 or 5 batters haven't really done all that much for these two teams. But one of the big dogs for the Bombers, Sally Dobbs, has really struggled at the plate so far. 1 for 10, and she just got her first hit of the series in game number 4, but it was just a single that didn't amount to really much after she got on base. She struck out 6 times. She has drawn 2 walks, but really struggling at the plate for Sally Dobbs. They've been carried by Lance Lambert, who only has 3 hits in 4 games, but when he makes contact, he has made it count. 2 of those hits have been home runs, 5 RBIs total. The team only has 8 runs, so he's got the majority of the RBIs for this team. And then that pitching staff, as we saw, it's a hodgepodge. It's a merry-go-round. Frances Bluer, Sally Dobbs, Lance Lambert. Marky Dubois will pitch the bulk, though, of this pitching staff, but combined they've done a pretty decent job against these Fishes. A 2.25 ERA, 16 strikeouts. They have thrown 11 walks. Some of those have been intentional walks to some of the power hitters like Cheryl Reynolds. But they've done a pretty good job of stitching it together as they've done all season long. For the Fishes, for HC3, again, the big boys have carried them. Cheryl Reynolds, 4 for 6 with 2 home runs, but she has been walked 5 times. She had yet to be put out through games 1 and 2, and she only has 1 hit so far in the last 2 games, as the Bombers have kind of stopped pitching to her, not giving her a chance. Perry Marks has had a good series for the Fishes, batting behind Cheryl Reynolds, kind of like Lance Lambert. You can see also 3 for 9, but when he makes contact, he makes it count. A double, a home run, 3 RBIs. He's also been walked 3 times. You can see 8 of those 11 walks from the Fishes have been to those big power bats of Cheryl and Perry. And then their pitching staff, similar to the Bombers, has been really, really good this whole series long. They've only allowed 8 runs in those 4 games, so with 2.00 ERA. They've struck out the Bombers 13 times, and they've only walked the Bombers 16 times. They are not afraid to walk the power hitters and force those hitters behind to do some damage, but they've haven't really had to do that because they've been able to get the power hitters up with the bases empty a lot of the time. So they've just kind of take their chances and pitched to Sally, as you can see, struggling 1 for 10, and then Lance Lambert only 3 for 9. So really, really excited. Should be a really, really entertaining Game 5, a close Game 5, a low-scoring Game 5 most likely. So it'll be tense all the way through, Alex.
No, for sure. And on Ekman Acres, you know that even though the lawn, as we mentioned earlier, is very, very well trimmed, the ball is kind of very, very slow, much slower than compared to Big City Stadium. And so, of course, if the big hitters want to hit big, they got to hit like really big. They got to like jump on those meatballs that may or may not make their way across the plate. In this league, they always try and go for the corners of the corners of the strike zone. But every now and then, a ball is gonna sneak its way a little bit further across the plate. That's gonna be the moment for people like Cheryl Reynolds, Perry Marks, Sally Dobbs, Lance Lambert, etc., to absolutely take advantage and put that thing into the pool next door. It's really as much as small ball is a wondrous, fun little part of this sport. It really is not all that feasible here at a defensive heavy stadium like Ekman Acres. So I agree. This is probably going to be a lesser scoring Game 5, but they could surprise us. You never know what's going to happen in these games.
You're absolutely right. I mean, they did score 6 runs combined in Game 1 in that 5-1 win. So that's a fair amount of runs for Ekman Acres. So you never know. You never know. But it seems like the coaches are almost ready. They're just waiting on one of the coaches to hop in and answer the phone call, not make the phone call. They're the road team. But while we rate, I figure I probably should have included this in this little pregame, but I wanted to see if you would give me your prediction for who you think is going to come out on top in this Game 5.
You see, that's the thing. It's been so back and forth. I can't give you an honest answer because I want to be right and I'm scared I'm going to be wrong. But we've got some predictions in chat right now. Matt95 is calling it a 3-1 win in favor of the Crazy Fishes.
Ooh.
Speaking of predictions, why the heck am I not making a prediction right now? Let us make that prediction right the heck now. This is going to be a 20 minutes long prediction, so you should all be able to make this prediction. Go ahead and gamble up those. You could win our Clanky Cash. We are going to make some rewards here eventually, but for now it's just for fun, because who doesn't love gambling in a legal, non-ruin your life kind of way. But yeah, we're just waiting for CRK to make the he's setting up and getting online right now. So this is it, ladies and gentlemen. The season ends tonight. We've had Whooper win the Little League Championship. We have had was it George that won the Junior League? No, it was the other one.
It was Matt 95.
George was the guy who lost to Whooper. That's right. It's all coming back to me now. I'm just now waking up. I need to get some coffee. I'm so sorry. You've caught me on one of these. I know you've caught me a couple of times on this on the stream yawning at like 9 o'clock in the evening.
I have.
This is something I cannot let that get to me. I gotta stay awake.
And I think you'll wake up quick with how exciting we're anticipating this game. This
For
Game
sure.
5. We've already had We've already had two really entertaining games to end the Little League and the JL. The Little League game 5 was super entertaining, very high scoring, very back and forth. A 12-9 final score there, and then the JL. While it was only a 3-game series, it was a very entertaining 3-game series. In that final game, as you called it, it was a walk-off home run from Susan Gore to lift the Expos to the JL championship. So it's been really, really entertaining final games for the first two leagues, and I expect the same thing here in the final league, the humongous league here.
This is for sure.
Although
Matt95 is calling me out, saying that the JL World Series wasn't entertaining enough for me. I don't understand what you're talking about. That was very entertaining on both sides. I mean, Game 1 and 2 might have just been a simple. It might have just been a simple. I'm just gonna Matt95, just gonna play some offense ball. But that game three was pretty darn close. So, like, it was pretty darn entertaining. But Matt, you cannot deny that Game 5. Why are my Discord things still? Why is Discord still giving me notification sounds? I have this thing on freaking. I have this thing on. What do you call it? It's on streamer mode. Why are these sound effects still coming in? All right, it doesn't matter. What matters right now is that we have a baseball game to play, to watch, to enjoy, to really like let seep in, to really take it all in, to really understand the philosophy that comes behind playing this 25-year-old video game. This is me stalling for time.
a timeless experience. I mean, 25 years old, but aging like fine wine, except for those crashes that hopefully we don't get in Game 5.
That's the one singular thing I would like not to happen. As we go ahead and... Hold on a second, real quick. There is just one... There's just one... I just gotta quickly get one more thing in from the stats sheet to add to my thing, and then we should be good. Alright, well, we'll just deal with this. You take a look behind the scenes, you'll see that there's a little bit of Google Chrome or Google Drivery on that, and then we're just gonna go here, and then we're just gonna go, yes, save. Just gonna go here, just gonna grab that, just put that there. Do that same thing over here. Do that same thing over here, and we're ready. There we go. Transition in. There it is.
Sounds like fun.
Ooh, this is very exciting. This is very exciting. I am sitting down. I'm gonna be honest, but don't you worry. I mean,
Not for long.
No, I'll be standing up. This'll be me. You'll tell when I'm standing up because I'll be away from the microphone. There we are.
That's probably smart. It's probably smart.
All right. We got plenty. Everyone who has voted in the prediction has voted that HC3 will take the victory tonight. No one has any faith in CRK. This is very sad.
It's a little surprising, I will say. That's not what I expected.
He's the reigning champion. I am shocked that it has come to that.
You know, maybe it's that that sentiment of, it's really, really hard to win in this game, and it's really hard to win back-to-back. I don't think, correct me if I'm wrong, I don't think anyone has won back-to-back humongous league titles before.
Let me think. It was Laharl in Season 0, Loba in Season 1, Hunt Stunt Season 2, Killer Bat Season 3, Loba Season 4, that's their first double title. Season 5 was Lil Waz, and then last season was CRK. So, no doubles yet. No back-to-back, specifically. All right. Enough semantics, enough talking. I think we need to get this game underway. Brought to you again by Ekman Lawn Care. If you want your grass to be as dark green and filled with dandelions as this, go to Ekman Lawn Care. As Lisa Crockett pitches a ball, we are underway. Francis Bluer leading things off for the Bombers. Another ball. Francis Bluer, the top player on this squad. Good leadoff choice. This one's going to be a strike. Lisa Crockett hurling those hooks left and right. Finally painting the corner very well. Gonna pitch another one. This one does look like it's in the strike zone. It is. And now we have what we hear the BBOL, the BYSC call a Chuck Woolery count. This one's outside. And now we have a full count of 3-2. Francis Bluer. Are they going to walk her or are they going to pitch to her? They're going to pitch to her. This one's hitting to left field. Under it is Cheryl Reynolds. She is going to bonk it. And it's going to go over to the shortstop. And that is a leadoff single. No, it's not. It might be a leadoff double. Francis Bluer going to second as Lisa Crockett was getting a little distracted over there. And already there is a runner in scoring position for the Bombers.
Oh, not the start you want for the Fishes there on a fly ball that looked like a pretty easy play for Cheryl, and then an idling Lisa Crockett gives away a free base, and now you've got to face Lance Lambert with a runner in scoring position.
Lance Lambert looking at 2 straight balls, keeping them low, keeping them moving is what Lisa Crockett has decided to do. Francis Bluer, although not the fastest, is not slow either. Lance Lambert looking at his 3rd straight walk. Maybe this is a walk that does look low enough to be ball 4, and it is. So Lance Lambert will march his way over the first. I said hobble as if these kids can get injured in this game. Sally Dobbs gonna come up now. She's got a pretty darn good power bat herself. However, she does have 1 contact for those who are unaware. At this point, it has become a meme at this point. How surprising her. There's a little ground ball right down to. Ooh, this could be 2. That's 1. That's 2. That's not going to be 3. But a very good double play. It looked like it was going foul, but Kalenka was able to pick it up right beforehand. And now instead of starting the game off with a runner in scoring position, there are now 2 outs and only a runner at first. And immediately the Fishes are going to swap over to Nan Porter to face the Dmitry Petrovich clone, Horace Young, who looks at a slow ball down and away for strike 1. That one's hit deep into left field. That one is going back. It's at the track. It is up against the wall. Cheryl Reynolds is going to make the play. The throw to third. Sally Dobbs is in a bit of a rundown here. And they drop it. Horace Young is going to be tagged out at second. Falls over, not able to turn around. And the Fishes are on their way up to start their bottom half of the first inning after a very wild, but thankfully no bleeding from the Bombers in the top half of the first. The Fishes are coming up, and here to lead things off is Barry Bonds. Marky Dubois, the pitcher of choice. That is low, ball 1. Another slow ball this time. That's hittable. Barry Bonds grounds this over to Francis Bluer. Easy pickup, throw to first. Out number 1. Here's Mr. Clanky, the robot.
It was kind of interesting that through games 1 through 3, it was and there's a line drive.
Easy pickup for Horace Young there. Out number 2. Very fast 2 outs for the Bombers as well.
Yeah, so as I was saying, games 1 through 3, it was kind of a pitch by committee there. Marky, Sally, Lance, and Francis. But game number 4, which they still lost 2-0, but Marky Dubois pitched almost the entire game. He pitched 5 of those 6 innings. He faced 21 batters, which was well and above what anyone on this pitching staff had pitched to all series long. So he's kind of become the bulk starter now, it seems.
Marky Dubois is a fantastic pitcher choice. I will say I've had personal good experience with Marky Dubois. I've had him as my pitcher 3 times throughout my competitive backyard sports career. But enough about me. Let's see Cheryl Reynolds absolutely smoke one into right field. Alex Gonzalez with the running catch. What a catch by Alex Gonzalez. A good hit by Reynolds heading into the opposite field. But Alex Gonzalez showing up the defensive flair out there in right field. And the Bombers are back up in the top half of the second.
A difficult play. I mean, you could see how big Alex Gonzalez's circle was. His eye is not the best, so really, really good play.
Now up for the Bombers is Veronica Lee. She's looking to send one to the outfield. The count is now 1-1. Nan Porter pitching low. That's in there for strike 2. Good pitch. And this one is high and inside, and Veronica Lee falls for it. Nan Porter with her first strikeout of the game.
That's a really big out because now you've got the bottom of the lineup, unbuffed Marky DuBois, and then Heidi and Billie Jean Blackwood here.
In there for strike 1. Very hard slow ball to hit, so it was probably a wise decision for CRK to not choose to swing there, and that's ball 1. Nan Porter continuing. Strike number 2.
She is painting these corners.
Ooh, that one's just a little too low. And we got a 2-2 count on Marky DuBois. That one's more hittable. That one's going to be hit down the right field line, but foul. Nan Porter's going to opt for another. That one's hit off the end of the bat over to Jorge Garcia. Will Jorge pick it up? No. Nan will pick it up and step on first. Nan is not the fastest, but she is able to make it.
She just trucked Jorge Garcia. She said, I can do this myself. Thank you very much.
These kids, they still play like kids. And here comes Alex Gonzalez, who's a very decent contact hitter. Made that catch in the last half inning. That one's foul. Very possibly a squared type of pitch to hit. That one is foul again. Not the best contact specifically, statistically rather, but very good slap hitter. Very much not a power hitter, but he does know. See, kind of like that. He's able to hit it right off of the noggin, but he's able to make it to first base. And now here comes Billie Jean Blackwood, who is nerfed because of Marky DuBois being on this team. Trying to go for the hit and run, as it's probably the best case scenario thing to do. Strike 2.
Confirmed nerf because we had that big hullabaloo there in games 1 and 2 where she was getting a slight buff.
Yeah, it looks like she wasn't, as she drowns out here to first base. Yeah, some graphical glitch happened in game 1, had everyone confused, but they got that all figured out. Now we're going into the bottom half of... Yes, go ahead.
Apparently, Visery confirmed that it was a real buff that occurs when Marky and Billie Jean are together, and then Billie Jean is on the home team, and she's facing Clanky. That's apparently a real buff.
That is crazy. I had never heard of that before. So Perry Marks, who's been pretty good offensively, is just gonna dribble this one over to the right-hand side. Marky DuBois gonna pick it up and politely tag out Perry Marks. And here comes Jorge Garcia, the first baseman, who's quite a bit of a power hitter himself. Just a bit of a power hitter, though. That one's high. He hits it, and there's that power. It's going into right field, but Alex Gonzalez barely drops it out there in right field, and Jorge Garcia has got his first hit of the day. It's going to bring up boosted Kimmy Ekman, playing at her home turf.
Already has 1 home run this series at home.
Jorge Garcia, it looks like the hit and run did not pan out. Ball 1 to Kimmy Ekman. That one is low. Ball 2. Marky DuBois, 1 for words. That one is also very high. I wouldn't think that HC3 would want to walk Kimmy Ekman here, although both her and Jorge Garcia are quite slow. So you could try and force a double play with whoever is up after Kimmy. I would assume is Nan.
I believe it's Nan or Lisa.
That one's hit well into the left center field gap. Veronica Lee under it. She's going to make the catch. It looks like Jorge Garcia is having trouble running to first base. Will he beat the throw? Yes! Barely! Billie Jean had to move off the base to get the ball. And so a double play is very slightly averted, but Felix Grant now coming up for these Fishes. And immediately a timeout is called. They're probably gonna check some things here. Probably a defensive switch, perhaps because CRK is not checking anything on his end. Or maybe he is. Maybe he is. He has chosen Lance Lambert, one of the 4 pitchers he's got on his squad. Strike one. A low, slow ball. This one's hit well into left center. Sally Dobbs this time runs over. She makes the catch, and the Fishes are done. A third of the way through the game and no score. The Bombers are back up. It's going to be Heidi Thurman, followed by the top half of their lineup. And now Barry Bonds is going to be the pitcher of choice for the Fishes.
Very, very interesting. Barry Bonds didn't pitch at all in the regular season. Did have a couple of innings pitched in that front yard final. Really interesting to go with Barry instead of going back to Lisa.
Heidi Thurman looks at one right down the middle. And she's not the best hitter, so I'm not surprised, but she does have a few RBIs in these playoffs. But that's going to be a ground ball right to Barry Bonds. Barry Bonds is going to politely tag Heidi Thurman out. And Frances Bluer, who had that leadoff double to start the game, is now back up. That one's in there for strike one. Good pitch from Barry. Well hit. That one's going to go over to Felix Grant. Ooh, he bobbles it around. Grant and Marks just having a wonderful day out there. Playing like kids do. You know, doing anything but playing the game of baseball, as Frances Bluer is on with a single. Now Lance Lambert, the number 2 batter, comes up. Low ball one. Does Barry want to pitch to Lance? This one's a little inside, ball 2.
And I mean, why wouldn't you walk Lance and pitch to Sally, who's just had a horrible series?
It looks like he's still trying to pitch to Lance. Maybe not. Those 3 balls all looks like intentional, so HC3 maybe... No, he's still pitching to him. Nah, that's just a little outside. So Lance Lambert with his second walk of the day, and that'll bring up Sally Dobbs. Gonna be kind of a gamble here with Sally Dobbs because, yeah, she did ground into that fielder's choice earlier in the game, but she still does have that power, which is what CRK is using to hit with her. Ooh, that would have been a great pitch to swing at, but CRK is like, not my pitch. Not my pitch today. 2 inside. And it's 1-2. With 2 on, top of the 3rd inning. No score here in the final game of the BBOL season. That one's down and out. The count is now 2-2. There is only 1 out. That is foul.
And sticking with power, not going with line drive with 2 strikes.
That is definitely a gamble as you lose contact when swinging with power, and there it is right there. Strike 3. Barry Bonds with his first strikeout, the Fishes' second strikeout of the game. Sally Dobbs is out of here, and Horace Young is up to the plate. Keeping the power.
So the risk pays off. You decide to pitch to Sally instead of Lance, and you do what you've done all series. You strike her out for the 7th time in 5 games.
Crockett's back on the mound this time. A ground ball. Should be an easy throw to third. Force out, and the Bombers are done. 4 hits from the Bombers in this game, yet no runs. And the Fishes, which have only been held to 1 hit all game as they reach the halfway point, they're coming up the bat once again. Lance Lambert choosing to pitch the ground ball, the weak ground ball. However, Heidi Thurman, who's got the great arm, is going to throw out Nan Porter easily. And that'll bring up the 9-hole batter, Lisa Crockett. That one's just a little outside, ball 1. Lambert going to choose the slow ball this time, painting that high outside corner. That's a pop-up. Dubois is going to run back. Let's see if he has what it takes to get it. No, he hits the back of his very long head. And Lisa Crockett is on with 1 out here. And Barry Bonds coming to the plate.
Kind of unlucky that it didn't trigger Sally Dobbs in center field to come out with that. It forced you to use Markey, and he wasn't able to turn around.
I think ZRK has noticed the ways of his errors, and he's swapping around and putting Markey back on the mound. Maybe. Yes.
Marky Dubois takes his place on the mound. He is ready now, and the throw. The swing.
That one's straight away to Francis Bluer. That's a double play. Oh, my goodness. Lisa Crockett fell over and was not able to turn around in time. And we are halfway through the game. Still no score, but the Bombers looks like they have the edge. That was a fly ball by Veronica Lee to start this one. Pretty well hit, but Barry Bonds is under it. Should not make the catch. He tried to. He couldn't. Neither could Perry Marks. Everyone has decided, well, Lisa Crockett has decided that she is going to pay attention right in time to catch the ball. But a leadoff single by Veronica Lee brings up Marky Dubois.
And that's, I believe, the 3rd drop already by a Fish's left fielder.
Runner on first with nobody out. The windup, the pitch.
And the outfield defense is something that CRK is known for being actually pretty good at.
And the throw. That was ball 1.
Very high and inside ball 1 to Marky Dubois.
Target goes up, throws it. Swung on.
That one's hit over to Perry Marks, who does not get it. In fact, it goes past Perry Marks.
He singled it out.
No one's going to go to 3rd, and that'll be a single for Marky Dubois. We'll bring up Alex Gonzalez, and the Bombers have 2 on with nobody out.
Target goes up, throws it.
Crockett low and inside, strike 1.
Runners on first and second, no out.
Agon has had a single already today.
Set, pitch on the way.
That one's outside,
0-2.
but in there, strike 2. Crockett has a walk, but she's looking for her first strikeout of the game, perhaps. Not yet.
Into the windup, and the throw.
TRK going to try for the hit and run. This one's grounded over to the third baseman. I don't think she'll be able to make it home. However, she's got someone running home. And Agon is going to easily just walk on over to second base. And there are runners in scoring position.
Next batter, Billie Jean Blackwood.
Billie Jean Blackwood and Heidi Thurman coming up next here with 1 out. So you'd hope you'd be able to get out of it, but we'll see.
My thought is that they're probably going to try, and
Ball 1
if they want to hit it anywhere, they probably want to hit it to right field.
from the windup, the pitch.
That's a strike.
And there are runners at second and third.
Crockett, the 1-1 count to Billie Jean Blackwood. No swing, and it's strike 2.
She's set. The 1-2 pitch.
I'm surprised that CRK is not going for the hit and run here,
Here's the windup.
or any type of squeeze play. That one's popped up.
And popped up.
Felix Grant under it. Will he make the catch? No, he won't. Veronica Lee not going home. And now the force out's on at any base for Heidi Thurman.
Comes to the plate.
Oh my God, that's at least the 4th drop from the Fishes now. I mean, they're just giving away outs here.
The right.
Heidi Thurman,
The stretch. Here's the pitch.
not the strongest hitter right now. So Lisa Crockett, the name of the game, excuse me. Do not walk her.
Strike two.
There's strike two.
Struggling out there.
And you know what I would do? I would strike out with Heidi Thurman here and get Frances Bluer up.
To the plate. And down he
There it is.
Yep, and I think that was intentional because I think if Heidi makes contact, that's an easy
That's a
double play.
Bluer.
And now you get at least Francis up with 2 outs.
From the windup, cuts to the plate.
In there for strike one. Crockett not playing nice with Francis Bluer.
The windup and delivered.
That one's outside. Oh, barely outside for ball one. CRK with a very stellar eye there. That was going to be low and a ball again.
The count is 2-1.
Gotta throw strikes. Can't walk home a run.
2-1 pitch.
Swung on and hit. Deep into left. That one is back. Barry Bonds is under it. Will he make the catch? Yes, he will. And the Fishes get out of a jam again. But will their bats do any of the talking in the bottom half of the fourth? That's for them to decide.
Huge escape there, and you can see 4 logged errors already in 4 innings on defense. Very uncharacteristic of the Fishes, but bend don't break so far.
Beautiful.
Good grab by Horace Young at third base.
Cheryl Reynolds.
Now we got Cheryl Reynolds. So far it has been low scoring,
The offering.
as we predicted. Strike one. Fooled him with the high pitch.
Into the motion. Pitch on the way.
That's low, ball one.
1 out.
Bum.
The 1-1 pitch.
The right hook. That one's in there for strike two.
And the count is 1 and 2.
So pitching to Cheryl Reynolds, not intentionally walking her.
She comes center. The 1-2 pitch.
That one's low. Is it? No, it's not. It's not high enough.
From the
So it looks like that one's a little bit more like a.
swing.
Okay, that's a pop-up. Marky Dubois, Billie Jean Blackwood is behind it. She's going to come up and make the catch as it barely, right before it touches the ground, you can see she was like reaching out and not reaching up to make the catch. And now we got Perry Marks.
Yeah, she's got a long way to reach down too to get that ball.
That was ball 1.
Low ball one.
Mama gonna smoke this one by like a into the windup. The pitch.
Outside pitch is a good outside pitch. Perry Marks looking at strike one. Dubois with these hooks. Dubois with another hook.
High ball.
Outside ball two.
Into the windup. The 2-1 hit.
Perry Marks, that one's going to be another low, ball 3.
3-1.
Dubois thinking about what he wants to pitch.
The stretch. 3-1.
Chooses the right hook. That's low. In there for strike two. Full count. Probably looking for, and
Ready now.
they're probably expecting a fastball. Strike three called! What a pitch from Marky Dubois. And the Bombers coming back up to the plate. We are 2/3 of the way through this game. Still no score, but the Bombers seem like they still have the upper edge.
Lance Lambert.
Such a gutsy pitch to throw a high fastball that you're probably not even trying to throw for a strike. You're probably just trying to get a swing and a miss to a power hitter, and it just catches the top of the zone. What a pitch! What a spot!
Lisa Crockett pitching one strike to Lance Lambert. Now one ball. That hook just hooked a little too inside.
From the windup. Fire.
Lance Lambert, that one's got to hook a little bit too to the dirt or the grass, whatever you want to call it.
Here's the
Oh, you know, Mr. Ekman doesn't have any exposed dirt on this fine manicured lawn.
God forbid there be any sort of dirt on this lawn. Like dandelions, that's fine. And that's going to be another walk. Lance Lambert not getting a single chance to hit in this game. This is third walk.
Sally Dobbs.
That'll bring up Sally Dobbs.
I'm gonna get a home run this time.
Sally Dobbs has called her shot. She wants to get a home run this time. Now, which of CRK's pitchers does he want to use? He has chosen to stick with Marky. Nan Porter is going to come up now. Lisa Crockett's done.
She delivered.
Inside. That one's foul.
Foul ball. Runner on first.
And I think that was that bad contact stat because that was a good pitch to hit.
This is another good pitch to hit right here, but it is also foul.
And the count is 0-2.
Sally Dobbs is yet to absolutely crank one, though she's probably due for it. The ground ball. Clanky's running up to it. Throw to second. In time. Throw to first will not be in time.
Runner is safe.
But they do keep runners from getting into scoring position, and there is still a double play threat with Horace Young coming to the plate.
Takes the stretch. Pitch on the way.
Outside, ball one.
Ball one. Runner on first. One out.
And the box score is going to say Sally Dobbs 2 for 3 on the day, but 2 fielder's choices and a double play and what could have been a double play there if Clanky had gotten to it in time. So still
Swing and a
kind of
miss.
struggling.
Throw to second. Fires it over.
So the hit and run. No, they're going to still do the hit and run.
Here's the pitch.
That's too low, ball two. 2-2 count, one on, one out, top of the fifth. Score is still 0-0. Strike three called. Nan Porter with their second strikeout of the game. The hook just fooled Horace Young just a little too much. But Veronica Lee, who's had some pretty well hit balls today, is coming up to the plate now.
The windup. Heads to the plate. A swing.
Swing and a miss, strike one. Just a little early of a swing.
2 out. Into the windup. And the pitch. A swing.
That one's a line drive, and it is not picked up by anyone. Throw to second, maybe? No. Everyone is safe. And Marky Dubois is coming up.
Felix Grant is just getting ate up at shortstop today. Really tough day on defense.
The coach calls timeout.
Another timeout. The second timeout called. They can't call another one. Or at least in this half inning. Are they going to pick a new pitcher? Yes, they will. They'll pick Perry Marks. And Lisa Crockett is going to go to shortstop. I assume Felix Grant is going over to second base. The throw to first from Kimmy Ekman is in time. And the right fielder ground out does it again here in Backyard Baseball. It happens very often. Now in the bottom half of inning number 5, Jorge Garcia lead things off.
The Fishes are pulling out all the stops pitching-wise. I mean, Barry Bonds, who had yet to pitch in the World Series, and Perry Marks, who'd only faced 4 batters in the World Series, both have now come in to pitch in a winner-go-home Game 5.
2 straight pitches to Jorge Garcia. Those low pitches are like kryptonite to Jorge Garcia. But uh-oh, here comes a high pitch. That one's hit well into left field. Veronica Lee is going to be right under it, though. Makes the catch out number 1. Here comes Kimmy Ekman. Kimmy Ekman. That's a sharply hit ball up to center field. Horace with the diving stop. Throw to first. Not in time. And Kimmy Ekman is on with 1 out. There's still the bottom half of the lineup. Felix Grant, then Nan Porter, then Lisa Crockett. That's low, ball 1.
If they can somehow get something from the bottom of their lineup, which has really struggled, Nan and Felix, 2 hits combined in this World Series. But if they can put it together in the bottom of the 5th, they've got the bottom of the Bombers lineup in the top half.
Line drive. Billie Jean Blackwood's going to make the catch. Good job from Billie Jean to hound down that foul ball. Kimmy Ekman very wisely staying on first base. And there's 2 away. After Porter will be Crockett, and then the top of the lineup for the Fishes. That's strike number 1. Marky Dubois already has a strikeout today. Be really good for the Bombers to get a second one. Really good for Nan Porter, however, to hit one past the infield.
Into the windup, the 1-1 pitch.
That's low for ball 2.
And the count is 2-1.
And she does have an inside the park home run in this playoffs.
The swing
That one's hit foul.
going to left field, and it goes foul. Runner on first.
2 and 2, 2 out, 1 on. Still scoreless in the bottom half of the 5th.
He's set. The 2-2 pitch.
That's strike 3 called. Marky Dubois with his second strikeout. The Fishes going to play some more defense as we are now into the 6th inning. The Bombers have 10 hits. The Fishes have 3. However, they are in the bottom half of their lineup. I don't doubt that Alex Gonzalez will have what it takes to get on base again, because he is 2 for 2 today. And if he gets on base, Billie Jean and Heidi might be easy strikeouts, but Frances Bluer is right behind Heidi Thurman, waiting to absolutely crank one into the pool. And if that doesn't happen, then Lisa Crockett might be waiting to start things off in the bottom half of the 6th, but Barry Bonds and Cheryl Reynolds will be right behind her. So this 6th inning could be one of two things. It could just be another will they, won't they, leading into some extra innings of baseball, or it might be the most exciting inning that has ever been played in the BBOL.
Come on.
Yeah, and it's really setting up well for the Fishes here, because if you can get through the bottom of the lineup, 1, 2, 3 here, then you've got your top of the lineup, and that is just, you couldn't ask for anything better here.
They got to get through this. They got to get through this inning first. They can't look at what's coming up. They got to deal with what's happening right now. Ground ball. Pick up, throw to first. 1 away. Aegon finally out. Now here comes BJB.
I'm gonna park this one in the bleachers, you hear? Into the windup and the pitch.
The pitch.
Strike
Strike 1.
1 out. He's set. And the pitch. The swing.
That one's hit well into left field. Is that going to drop? It is going to be caught by Cheryl Reynolds in left field.
Up the bat.
So Heidi Thurman is going to have to actually try here.
The target goes up and the throw. Strike 1. 2 out. He winds.
They're calling off for a Heidi home run. Unfortunately, that's not what happened.
And she tucks it to first.
Hey, we've seen crazier things.
We saw Nan Porter. We saw Nan Porter with the home run. We did see Heidi Thurman with the 3 RBI single in the LCS against Leon. But now the Fishes are coming up in the bottom half of the 6th inning. Their top half of the lineup is coming up. So Lisa Crockett
Ready now. And the delivery.
just got to do something to start things off. And she does. This one's hit into right field. Alex Gonzalez. He's going to read that, and he's going to drop it. That's going to be a base hit. So the Fishes, making so sure that Alex Gonzalez walks right in front of Marky Dubois and just lobbed it to him.
No, taking no chances.
Barry Bonds now 0 for 2 today. That's low. Ball 1.
Runner on first with nobody out. He winds. Here's the pitch.
That's in there for strike 1.
Hard to believe.
A very good pitch from Marky Dubois. If it's just barely painting. Ooh, that one's just a little too high, though. Lisa Crockett. Not too fast, so she probably could have been thrown out if they hadn't turned around just in time. But Barry Bonds,
And delivers. Swung on.
that one's hit right up to Horace Young, and Horace Young drops it.
Here's the throw to
Still out at second base, but Barry Bonds is on at first with 1 out.
DLW has let us know that he updated the bracket in the Google Sheet.
Oh, good. Well, mine's a still image, so, I'd have to, I kind of have to wait until if this inning ends or not to update that image. Clanky is up now. Clanky followed by Reynolds. Dubois still pitching.
He's ready.
Clanky
Here's the pitch.
outside.
Low and away.
Ball 1.
Runner on first
A good time to use that juice.
From the windup and the throw.
Low for strike one.
And the count is 1-1. Target
The
goes
left
up,
hook.
pitch.
That looks pretty good, but it's low. Ball 2.
The target goes up, fire.
The slow ball. That looks hittable. That one's hit over to the third baseman, Horace Young, who picks it up. That is out at first. At second. Double play. We're going to extra innings.
That'll end the inning.
There's more baseball to be played.
A scoreless tie. Now pitching.
Some
Dan Porter. Francis Bluer steps up.
Some free baseball here for us, ladies and gentlemen.
Takes her stretch. Pitch on the way.
Strike one to Francis Bluer, the top of the lineup here for the Bombers.
The stretch. Pitch on the way.
I think both of these coaches are probably irked that it had to come to this.
Lined up the pitch.
But, you know, I'm not complaining. I love to see free baseball.
I don't think anyone's complaining about free baseball in
Maybe
Game
Felix
5.
Grant is, though.
Oh,
Maybe
man.
Felix Grant after bobbling another would-be easy catch. And Lance Lambert, who has not gotten a single chance to hit the baseball. But that is a good pitch from Nan Porter, strike one.
Although if you don't want to walk the go-ahead run into scoring position with nobody out, I mean, do you have to pitch to Lance Lambert here?
Ready now. And the delivery. Swing.
That's grounded right in front of Nan Porter. This could be two. Throw to second is in time. Throw to first. Double play. Another double play.
Wow.
So now Sally Dobbs is coming up.
I'm gonna get a home run this time. You kids are playing like little free.
And we have got that spreadsheet updated for you. Now you can see that this truly is Game 5. And not just a cheap imitation.
She's set. And the delivery.
In there for strike one. 1-1 to Sally Dobbs, who has grounded into two fielders' choices. That does not negate her threat, as she still has a pretty good power stat. And they are just going to throw it to her feet. I don't know whether or not that means that they're going to walk her. I think that's exactly what's going to happen actually now.
Yep.
Roll down the first baseline.
Yep, having a tough series, but you're right. Still a power threat. Still got to respect her. And so why not with 2 outs and the base is empty? Put her on.
Horace Young, who's been doing good defensively today, but not so much offensively. Very quickly, as the timeout is called, CRK is going to do a little bit of rearranging of the defense. Looks like Lance Lambert's going to be the pitcher. Crockett pitching for the Fishes. In there, strike one.
Runner on first. 2 out.
And this is
Takes her stretch.
sorry, I was going to say this is exactly why on my spotting board I don't have any defensive positions written for CRK because I'm pretty sure Billie Jean Blackwood is the only player that will stay put. Everyone else, I think, you could classify them as a utility player moving to every single position possible on the field.
I mean, I don't see Heidi Thurman in the outfield, but yeah.
That's true. That's true. I think Heidi Thurman.
Oh, a bad throw from Nan Porter. And we've still got some baseball to play as Veronica Lee, who did hit a couple into the outfield, is coming up to the batter's box. Do you pitch to her? Strike one. I don't think HC3 sees a threat in Veronica Lee. Oh, that one looks incredibly hittable, but it is grounded right in front of Clanky. Throw to third. In time, and the Fishes are coming back up.
Halfway through the inning now. 2 left on. No score.
Dangerous hitters in Cheryl Reynolds, Perry Marks, and Jorge Garcia.
Lance Lambert
All 3 home run threats.
steps up to bat.
In one way or the other. The high slow ball? The high slow ball question mark? That's what's going to happen. It's ball. You can't just walk everyone, because if you give up a run, the game is over.
Throws it.
That's ball 2.
Nobody out.
Maybe trying to go for...
Here's the windup. Pitch on the way.
That's another high...
And the count is
There's no way they're going to try and walk any of these players. But I think that's
Well,
exactly
they-
what...
set. Cuts
Yeah, I think they're going to walk Cheryl Reynolds, who doesn't want to take it on just 4 pitches. Walk Cheryl Reynolds with that 100 power, and then take your chances with Perry and Jorge, I guess.
That's ball 4, and it looks like that's exactly what CRK is gonna do.
You know, some people in the chat would call this baby baseball, but I think this kind of builds suspense. I mean, you're just constantly got runners on base, traffic on the base paths.
That was a ball. Runner on first with nobody out.
Perry Marks looking at ball 1.
Into the windup.
Perry Marks looking at a high ball 2.
Counted 2-0.
This is
Coach called
worrisome. Horace Young, Marky Dubois. It is going to be Marky Dubois. Waiting for HC3.
Marky Dubois takes his place.
And HC3 is back. Perry Marks.
Into the windup.
Instead of the slow ball, they're going to go for the hooks. And that's in there for strike 1.
With nobody out. The windup. The 2-1 pitch.
And that's ball 3.
Ball 3. And the count is 3-1.
CRK. Another slow ball. That's high.
Hands one over.
That's ball 4. Perry Marks is going to walk. There's 2 on with nobody out. Jorge Garcia coming up. After Jorge Garcia, there aren't a whole lot of, like, big threats. I mean, Kimmy Ekman is probably going to be the biggest threat in that bottom half of the lineup. We did see a pretty darn good home run from her earlier in, I believe, this series even.
Runners on
Yes, yeah.
second. No
Game
out.
1.
He's ready now. And the delivery. That was ball.
Outside for ball 2.
Counted 2-0.
Oh, no.
CRK has got to start throwing some strikes. That one, oh, there you go. That's why you throw strikes. That's 1. That's 2. And that is not 3. So it does work out in his favor. Just barely.
That's it.
There is still a runner on first, though, with Kimmy Ekman coming up.
The stretch. Here's
The slow ball. A little high. Ball 1.
runner on first.
Now, do you walk Kimmy Ekman?
And delivery.
No, he's pitching to him. Strike 1.
I'm not sure about that one.
Which gives Kimmy the chance to play hero in her own backyard. This is what every kid literally does and dreams of.
Low ball 2.
Outside for ball 2. You heard Kimmy Ekman there.
To the motion. The 2-1 pitch.
Ooh, that one's low. Ball 3.
And the count is 3-1.
Maybe
They're
you
scared.
do walk her.
They're scared of Kimmy Ekman.
3-1.
No way would they be scared of Kimmy Ekman. That one's hit into left field. That one's gonna drop. Veronica Lee picks it up. No throw. No throw. And CRK playing very carefully, making sure not to throw when Marky Dubois is idling. And Felix Grant.
The coach calls timeout.
And now Francis Bluer pitching for the Bombers. A fresh pitcher
That's-
with 2 on.
That was ball.
Definitely a good
That's-
choice defensively.
Yep, that's the second timeout, so can't take any more timeouts now.
Fires it over.
They really can't take another timeout.
2 out.
There is no reason to take another timeout because if you mess up, the game's over.
Throw.
That's a good pitch, though, from Francis Bluer, strike 1.
She kicked the 1-1 pitch.
Low. That one's hit well into center field. Horace Young going back. It goes over. Jorge Garcia running home. HC3 and the Crazy Fishes have won the World Series. Felix Grant, the hero, in Game 5. CRK, the Giant, has been taken down, and HC3 has taken his place as the champion of backyard sports baseball here in Season 7. And just like that, the 7th season of Backyard Baseball Online League play has officially come to a close. Congratulations to both teams. Congratulations to both coaches. Congratulations to HC3 and the Crazy Fishes. What a game!
I don't think we could have asked for a better game 7 than that. Extra innings, 0-0 all the way, a walk-off single from Felix Grant in the bottom of the 7th. I mean, that is pure entertainment at its finest.
What a freaking game. You never, of any player, you don't expect at all. You don't expect someone like Felix Grant in the slightest. Because we were talking that whole game, how that back half of the lineup hadn't really done a whole lot. But my goodness, Felix Grant out of nowhere hits one barely over Horace Young's head, and Jorge Garcia, although not the slowest, as that ball just rolls into the outfield, makes the easy stride home, and HC3 finally has his first online title.
Yeah, I was really hoping it would be Kimmy Ekman, because what a story that would have been in her own backyard. But I mean, Felix Grant 1 for 12 in the World Series to get that final hit. Still super impressive.
We got HC3 in. We have HC3 with the Discord chat. He's not one for audio chats in the slightest. I just asked him how does he feel. He does say he didn't think he would win, and it was definitely. And is it? HC3 says, "Is it bad if I cried a little when Jorge scored?" Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Nah. That's understandable. I mean, I'd probably be crying too if I beat CRK in a video. If I beat CRK ever in this video game. That is a rite of passage almost.
But you know what they got to say? To be the best, you got to beat the best, and CRK is certainly the best, if not one of the best. So a very, very well deserved
Definitely
title.
HC3 proving that he wants to be called the best, of course. He says it's been 3 years of coming very close, finally got through. He's got a lot of people to say thank you to, so I'm going to relay this from Discord to Twitch as he's saying this stuff. It looks like he's going... He says, shout out to Viscery for running the league and making everything possible. Of course, Viscery puts a lot of effort into this stuff, and they work they actually work... they do a lot of work with MegaCat for the re-releases as well, so that's definitely a big shout out right there.
And P. Sanchez pointed out in the chat, Felix Grant, so many drops at shortstop, just a horrible day defensively, and makes up for it with the game-winning RBI.
That is redemption on so many levels. Redemption for the Fishes that came close but didn't quite make it last season, and of course redemption for Felix Grant, who made so many errors out there but finally used the one thing he did know how to use, which was his bat, and winning this entire thing. He's still typing. Looks like he's got a lot of... Oh my goodness. I would assume he's got a lot of people to thank. Oh my gosh. I'm going to quickly use this time to look for someone to raid out to. Backyard. Oh no, I accidentally hit cap lock. It's my favorite thing. Okay, we do got somebody... We do got a few people actually playing backyard baseball today, but we got Killer Bat, Lil Waz, Loba, Nathan, Orlando for all the close games and hard competition. Loba especially, I learned how to play online from you, starting with my first online game like 4 years ago. That is a quote from HC3, Heinz, Freak Show, and Nate for rooting HC3 out through the playoffs. Some of his biggest fans out there, I would assume. They've been wanting him to come back and take the title. He even shouted out KC, his rival, the KC of the Bees, who of course won the season 5, or I think it was season 5 Junior League title with those Bees with Lisa Crockett as the pitcher. Yeah,
Lisa Crockett, multiple time World Series winner now. Doing it at all levels.
And Freak Show spamming HC3's message with the classic Kermit emojis. One from every Muppet movie you can think of, and one of Muscle Man from regular show. Oh, look at that! He shouted us out. That is so sweet. I'm gonna give him.
Wow.
I'm gonna give him a fire, and I'm gonna give him a. I'm giving him a salute emoji. There we go. KC has responded with a GIF showing his respect. Very on par with the kid with the Derek Jeter hat, taking his hat off like that. It's on par with that. It's not the same one. Who won? KP doesn't know who won. KP just now cuffing up. KP just now catching up. One of the old heads, as it were. Casey actually just reacted to HC's message with a bouquet of flowers. And now CRK, he says, thank you for, HC says, thank you for playing. You are still a little bit better than me, but home field was the difference maker. CRK responds, it's been a long time overdue. From all the playoffs and struggles to wins of wins. And he put a crown on Crazy Fish's logo. That's awesome. I'm going to save that image. I'm going to put it on blast here. Let me just add this image real quick.
And I mean, if you're feeling left out in all this, ! Discord and join the Discord if for some reason you're not already in it.
There it is right here. I'm gonna wee. There it is. I'm pretty sure that is. Yep.
That's some high level Photoshop.
Oh, absolutely. Simple drag and drop, but it makes all the difference. KB was like, who won? And DLW said Jibbo. Jibbo always wins, though, because we do this for him, and he gets at least $70 every time it reaches that point. All right. I think it is about time to say with that, the 2026-2025 season has come to a close, and we are gonna find someone to rate out to here. There's a lot of people. There's a lot of people actually. I'm gonna just open up a couple of tabs here, and I want to see which one is which one I think would be good for a raid out, because I know I've been pretty darn good with the raids recently. Yes, unfortunately, still no voice reveal for HC3.
You really have. You have found some absolute bangers on your raids.
All right. We could do Vince the Pimp, who has no... That's his name. Don't come at me. But he's playing Sandlot Sluggers. Then we got Kush Shinobi, who is playing the normal game. I feel like it probably would make sense if you're playing the normal game. Sorry, Vince the Pimp. We'll maybe raid you one time, but I think we're gonna go with this guy. So that is gonna do it for us. I'm gonna say it in front of everyone. Thank you so much, Ben, for your support this playoffs. We are very grateful for the countless amount of effort, and we look forward to working with you for many other seasons and leagues to come. Cheers to you, my good man.
Oh, thank you, sir. I mean, thank you for letting me do this and joining the team. And I mean, this has just been a blast of a playoff. So many great moments, so many great games, and I can't wait for season 8. I mean, start the countdown now.
Start the countdown now. When's the draft start? Yeah, if the CRK has not done anything this year, he was the one who brought you up, so you can thank him for that, for sure. All right, we are going to go ahead and rate out to Kush Shinobi 90. Everyone say, go Monsters. That's his team. And we're going to go ahead and raid out. Thank you guys so much for watching. Stay tuned. There's RBBL Season 7. There's RBBL Season 15 action, and there might be some BFOL action soon, so stay tuned for that. But until then, Bed Bath & Beyond, Alex, signing off. And we are raiding.